If you're someone who loves exploring the world on wheels but doesn't want to break the bank doing it, the Dacia Sandman 4x4 camper van might be the adventure companion you've been waiting for. Blending rugged utility with clever practicality, the Sandman takes Dacia's affordable philosophy and stretches it into the world of off-grid travel. This isn't just another fancy European camper, it's a no-nonsense, go-anywhere, live-anywhere machine that's ready to surprise you with how much it delivers at a price point that seems almost too good to be true. From the outside, the Sandman makes a bold statement with its muscular 4x4 stance and elevated ground clearance. It stands taller than your average camper, thanks to the factory-lifted suspension and off-road tires that give it real trail-ready capability. You're looking at something that's more than capable of handling forest trails, muddy fields, or remote mountain tracks. It's built on the same platform as Dacia's rugged Duster 4x4, which already has a reputation for being one of the most affordable and capable off-roaders in Europe. That DNA has carried over beautifully into the Sandman's camper adaptation. But this isn't just about looks or off-road stats. Open the rear doors and you'll see what makes the Sandman a true camper van. Dacia's design team, likely inspired by the rise in minimalist vanlife culture, has managed to fit in an incredibly efficient interior layout. There's a convertible bed that folds neatly into a bench during the day, with clever storage cubbies tucked underneath for gear, clothes, and supplies. It may not have a built-in shower or full-size kitchen, but it doesn't pretend to be a full-on motorhome either. Instead, it delivers the basics in a way that's intuitive and user-friendly. There's a compact pull-out kitchenette at the rear, think of it like a drawer system you slide out from the boot. It includes a portable gas stove, a small freshwater tank with pump-action tap, and space for a cooler or compact fridge. This setup is more than enough for coffee in the mountains or a cooked dinner at the beach. Dacia even offers solar panel options for the roof, providing just enough power to keep your devices charged or run small appliances. It's simple, but extremely functional, which sums up the entire philosophy behind this van. Inside the cab, you're greeted with a familiar Dacia dashboard, think ergonomic rather than luxurious. The Sandman includes the essentials: touchscreen infotainment with smartphone connectivity, a decent sound system, air conditioning, and durable materials that won't wear out after one muddy weekend trip. The front seats are supportive, and both swivel around to face the living space, adding another layer of practicality when you're parked up. Under the hood, the Sandman typically comes with a 1.5-liter DCI diesel engine, which delivers both efficiency and decent torque, essential for off-road climbs and hauling gear. There's also a petrol option in some markets, though the diesel is more popular for its long-range fuel economy. Power is delivered through a 6-speed manual transmission, great for those who enjoy a bit of control, especially on tougher terrain. The 4x4 system is borrowed directly from the Duster, complete with selectable drive modes, hill descent control, and locking differentials, giving you real capability when the going gets tough. Fuel consumption is another win. Despite being a 4x4 camper, the Sandman remains impressively economical, averaging around 5 to 6 liters per 100 kilometers, depending on how loaded it is and what terrain you're tackling. That makes it ideal for long-distance travel where you want to stretch your range between refueling stops. One of the standout advantages of the Sandman is its size. It's compact enough to navigate city streets and tight village roads, but still roomy enough inside for 2 adults to sleep comfortably. Parking is a breeze compared to traditional campervans or RVs, and because of its subtle styling, it doesn't scream tourist van when you're stealth camping in urban areas. That alone makes it a great stealth camper for digital nomads or weekend adventurers who don't want to draw too much attention. But what truly sets the Dacia Sandman apart is its value. Compared to the astronomical prices of many camper vans on the market, especially the big names like Mercedes Sprinter or VW California, the Sandman is refreshingly affordable. It opens the door for a whole new demographic of travelers who previously couldn't afford a van build. Whether you're a young couple looking to explore Europe on a budget, a solo traveler tired of tent camping, or even a retired couple wanting weekend freedom, this van hits that sweet spot between capability, comfort, and cost. On-road handling is surprisingly good for a camper. Thanks to its SUV roots, the Sandman drives more like a car than a van. It feels planted on highways and surprisingly nimble on twisty backroads. Of course, it's not a race car, Acceleration is modest, especially when fully loaded, but it's more than enough for typical travel needs. And with cruise control and basic driver assist features like rear parking sensors and lane departure warning, it has the basics of modern driving safety. One area where the Sandman might fall short for some users is luxury. If you're expecting leather seats, ambient lighting, and built-in espresso machines, this isn't the van for you. But that's not a flaw, it's a feature. The Sandman focuses on core needs and strips out the fluff. Everything has a purpose. Every element is designed to support the adventure lifestyle, not distract from it. You're not buying into luxury, you're investing in freedom, and the Sandman delivers that with confidence. Dacia also makes customization relatively easy. While the base model is bare bones enough for DIYers to customize their own interior builds, there are also upgrade packages that include solar panels, larger sleeping platforms, and even insulation kits for cold weather camping. It gives buyers the flexibility to tailor the van to their specific travel style without locking them into overpriced packages. Another underrated aspect is reliability. Dacia has built a reputation over the years for delivering dependable vehicles using tried and true Renault engineering. The Sandman benefits from that lineage, making it a good long-term option. Plus, parts availability across Europe is widespread, and maintenance costs are far lower than most other camper vans on the market. You won't be stuck hunting down exotic parts or specialist mechanics. In short, the Dacia Sandman 4x4 camper van is a breath of fresh air in a market that often prioritizes luxury over practicality. It's not about flash, it's about function. It's about waking up to a sunrise over a misty lake, cooking your breakfast with the back doors open, and driving off to your next destination without worrying about whether your vehicle can handle it. For those who crave adventure, simplicity, and true off-road capability, all at an accessible price, the Sandman is an absolute game changer.